Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a kind of a tabletop showcase of my Willie Mays collection today. So a lot of guys like Ronald Acuna Jr. are really popular, and for good reason. They have so much potential. But kind of reminds me of the original. The Willie Mays is kind of a guy I see as that Ronald Acuna Jr. would have a hard time filling his shoes. Just had no weaknesses when it came to baseball. Could hit for average, for power, had speed, had played outstanding defense, 12 gold gloves. I mean, he was a 20-time All-Star. Won the MVP 2 times, finished outside of that, finished in the top 4 for the MVP 6 times, besides the 2 that he won. So I just wanted to show you my Willie Mays collection here. It starts off here in 1958 with this 58 Topps. He has got a lot of multiplayer cards, as you'll see in this collection. His first one with that 58 Fence Busters with Duke Snider. They had just both moved to California. That picture, I believe, was actually taken when they were still in, when the Dodgers were at Ebbets Field and the Giants were at the Polo Grounds. 58 All-Star, I like the 50 All-Star set. That one's looks really good, better than a 4. It's just got kind of like a print mark on it. This is a pretty popular card. This his famous catch. It's in the 300 great cards of the 20th century. And then 59 All-Stars, cool cards too. I don't like it as much as the 58, but still pretty neat. Then on to 1960, another multi-player, if you will. That's Bill Rigney, his manager. The only SGC card of Willie Mays I have. I got this Excellent 6. Might have been like the 3rd graded card I ever bought back in 2011. Still pretty nice. Really big fan of the 1960 Topps All-Star cards. That is a cool card. I pulled a reprint from this from a pack in 1995. I think it was 95 or 96. 96, excuse me. And I've always wanted to have this real card, so I was really excited to get that in a nice Nearmint 7. And then batting leaders. Here, this one commemorates his 54 MVP. He won the MVP after being gone for over a year and a half in the military, which means like you look at his career stats and you wonder what he could have done if he, career-wise, if he hadn't lost that year and a half to military service. So people are like complaining, oh man, this was going to be Ronald Acuna Jr.'s year, you know, now the season's shortened. Just imagine what Willie Mays could have done. He lost over a year and a half for service because of Korean War. All right, that's a really cool card. Another 300 card of the 300 great card of the 20th century. Manager's Dream. You know, a lot of guys compare him currently to guys like Mike Trout to Mickey Mantle, but I think he's more of a Willie Mays style player. Just no weakness in his game. All right, 62 home run leaders. A couple other guys. Really some sharp 62s here. That one's just a little off center left to right. That's 6. Otherwise, that looks like an 8. And I really like that Sporting News All-Stars from 62 as well. That's cool. One of my favorite leaders cards, and this kind of card explains the reason why Willie Mays only won 2 All-Star, excuse me, 2 MVPs. You look around him, Hank Aaron 1, Frank Robinson 2, although 1 was just in the National League. Then you got Cepeda, also had 1, and then Ernie Banks had 2 in 58 and 59. That's probably why Willie finished in the top 5, 6 other times without winning it. Just surrounded by a lot of generational talent in the National League when he was playing. Cool one, Pride of the NL, where the old meets new there, the old Stan Musial and Willie Mays. Another great leaders card here with Willie McCovey, Mays, Peta. McCovey's another guy that won a MVP during the Willie Mays playing years. Boyer, there he won that. He won the MVP in 64. Ken Boyer. Some more leaders cards. I like the leaders cards because they do tell a story on the back. Typically, they'll tell you the stats of all the top home run, RBI leaders for that year. So that makes it, I do like the story those tell. Then they did those checklists here. This is the variation with Dick Kelly. You can see Willie's starting to show some age there. The two Willies. I love that fence busters there. Look how much taller Willie McCovey is than. Here we go, just a gorgeous 69. It's probably one of the nicer ones. I guess the centering is just a little bit off, but super sharp card. And a really nice decal edge from 69 as well. A couple of oddball items here with that Globe Imports from 69. And then moving on to the 70s, you've got the first of the Kellogg's cards, 3D Kellogg's, and then the Milton Bradley game piece. Then the Dell team stamp. See, some of these cards are not very expensive. So for you beginning collectors, it is possible to get some great Hall of Fame players. You know, just look for that early 70 oddball stuff that's not very expensive. I think I probably paid around $10 for each of those two cards, and even the Kellogg's card should be able to get under 20 bucks. Cool card here. It's last year with the Giants as far as cards go in 72. Really cool in-action card from that 72 set as well. Then this card he showed with Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth commemorating the all-time home run leaders. Hank had just passed him up. His last regular playing card with the Mets there. And then he made the this World Series card. You can see him at the plate there in the 73 series. And then some later cards after he had retired, just that 75 mini commemorating his All-Star, or his MVP in 65. And then this is the SSPC. I believe he's a coach with the Mets, and that's how he made the set on that. But can't go wrong with a Jim Mint 10. And those, I've always liked those SSPCs, even though I don't carry much value. But that is my collection as a whole. There might have been a few other multiplayer cards that are with some other player collections. I think the 59 Ashburn NL Hitter's Best, I have that, but it's not in here. But hope you guys got a little bit of enjoyment out of watching this. Once again, I appreciate your posts, your comments, and I'll talk to you again soon.